Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today we are going to do a haul update. I love doing these. I do these from time to time on my channel of hauls I did months ago so that I can kind of share with you guys like, okay, I have shown it in a haul. I might have even put it on in a haul, but now that I've tried it for months, how do I feel about it? Do I recommend it? Do I not? Have I already decluttered it? Because there are a few products I've already decluttered, and I will explain why. So let's dive in. I was looking at the description box. This is an Ulta drugstore haul from February of 2018. I was looking at the description box and I realized I linked a lot of products that were not ones that I bought in the haul. They were ones that I was using in the Get Ready With Me, just so you know. So I'm not going to talk about everything in the description box of this video, but if you want to see the original haul before you watch this, I will link it below and up in the cards if you'd rather watch that. I mean, that's the appropriate order. But in the original video, I was doing a Get Ready With Me, so you see me applying all of these products. The first thing in the haul that I mentioned was the Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray. I think I bought it because it was on sale, and holy moly, I go through these like, I would say maybe every other month I've burned through one of these because I don't use hairspray every single day. Sometimes I use texturizing spray, sometimes I use, well, dry shampoo. But this hairspray I use when my hair is naturally wavy curly. I use it when my hair is like this. I use it when my hair is straight. I use it all of the time when I'm putting it in a bun. It is my favorite hairspray. I've loved it for years. I say it all the time, but wait till it's on sale at Ulta because you can usually get it like half off. And that's when I usually buy like 2 or 3 of them, or 4 or 5 of them. I still have a lot. Like, I don't need to buy any more anytime soon. Actually, it might be dwindling. I might only have like 2. It smells amazing too, but it doesn't make your hair crunchy. It gives it like this, well, I mean, I used it in my hair today. It gives it this very touchable hold, but it helps tame down the frizz, and it smells amazing. And it gives it just a little bit of texture. I love it so much. Another thing I bought in the haul were these lashes. These are the Ardell Natural Lashes in number 110. And I'm using the 3rd one of them today. Guys, I do not wear lashes very often. I use them from time to time in videos. That's about it. Sometimes for special occasions. Not that I don't like them. I mean, I have them on today, this exact kind, to show you. And I'll show you me putting them on now. I feel like lashes can make your look so much better. But I just know me in day to day, I just don't put them on every day, which is why I don't always put them on in videos either. I think these are very natural looking. You know, like I said, you can see them on my upper lash line today. I think they're very natural. They're decently easy. I do have to trim them. I cut off maybe like 3 millimeters from each side from the end part of it. And as long as you let the glue, you know, get a little bit tacky for a minute before you try to put them on, they go on pretty easily, and they're very, very lightweight. They don't feel uncomfortable to wear. So I do like them. I would recommend them. Oh my gosh. Another thing I hauled in this video was the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's under $5. I don't have it on today. I have an Urban Decay one on because I was trying the Cherry collection out. If you're interested in that video, it might be up. Check it out if the link is below. If not, stay tuned. But this is the most perfect everyday highlight if you don't want something blinding, but you want a little bit of like lightness and like glimmer slightly. There's no glitter in this at all. It's just the most beautiful finish. It just looks satiny and perfect. You can put this, like, I'll just kind of dust it everywhere, and it just makes my whole, okay, not everywhere because that would be insane. But I'll put it there, and I'll sometimes use it on my brow bone. I'll use it on my inner corner. I'll use it, you know, a little bit on my nose, center of my forehead. It's just so easy to use and foolproof. You can't really screw it up because it isn't so like punchy. I love it. This is one of those things I would repurchase. I would recommend again and again to all of you. I think it is gorgeous. Now, Essence, get a little bit of a shade range for this so other people can enjoy it too. Please. Another product I originally hauled back in February was the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I know they have a foundation out now, but I originally got the shade C2, and when I was trying that video, I was like, it's okay. I think it was just a little bit too light for me. So I got the shade C4, and that's what I'm applying right now, and that's what I'm wearing today as well. It's a little bit more of a, you know, closer to my skin tone because I don't like it to be super bright on my under eye. I want it to be more coverage than brightness, but just a slight amount. And I think it is so pretty. This is one you have to set. I'm learning as I use this more and more and more over the months. You have to set it. It'll creep into your fine lines. Usually I'll kind of pat it off once and that's good. But as an extra precaution, I typically set it anyway. I will link my favorite under eye setting powder. It's expensive, but it is the best one I've tried. I will link that below because Like I've never, literally I found this one for Charlotte Tilbury and I never looked back. That's the only one I use. It is so good. So anyway, I really like this. Again, price point is great. Packaging is beautiful. It's got the giant doe foot like the Tarte Shape Tape does, but I like this one, I think, slightly better than the Tarte Shape Tape. Is it the best concealer I've ever tried? No. But is it really good? Yeah. If you're placing an Ulta order or you're in store, they have a huge shade range of this, which I think is great too. So worth checking out for sure. There are a lot of holy grails I'm realizing in this haul. Like I discovered a lot of new products that I am like obsessed with now. So this was when I hauled the Catrice Prime and Fine Brightening eyeshadow base, and oh my gosh, I used it today. I use it all of the time. This is an amazing eye primer. It's got a doe foot applicator. It's definitely more of a white shade, but that's where that brightness comes in because you blend it out onto your eyelid space up to your brow bone, and it definitely brightens the area, but that white color helps make any shadow you put on top pop. And not only that, but I do think it holds on to shadow pretty well. Again, do I think this is the perfect primer if you have really oily eyelids? No, because I think this can almost tend to be slightly oily on itself. It definitely dries down. It doesn't stay that way, but I could see if you had really oily eyelids that this might not work as well for you. But if you don't typically have a problem, this really is nice. And again, incredibly inexpensive, sold at Ulta. I had also repurchased the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination Powder Foundation, my favorite powder of all time. The Wander Beauty Wanderlust powder is creeping up there because I really, really like that as well. They both have really high coverage. They're both right around the same price point, so it's not like you're saving a ton of money either way. But I do think I like this one slightly better. I have it on today, so I'll show you me applying it. It kind of pulls my entire look together every single day. I'll use a powder brush. I'll put it all over before I put on blush and highlight, and I feel like anything that my foundation missed, any imperfections I wanted to cover, this usually covers them enough, or at least blurs them the way that I want them to be blurred. But because of that illumination factor, I feel like my skin still looks like skin. It still looks more satiny and not like completely mattified. So they have a non-illumination version of this that I can also link if you're into the coverage, but you don't want that slight dewiness to it. You'd like the other one, but if you are like me and you like more of a satiny, slightly dewy look, you will love this. So this is also when I bought my Milani eyeshadow palettes, the new ones. These were each $20. The packaging, it's got that cute gold. They're just plastic, but it was the most loved mattes, which looks like this. And then they also had the Bold Obsessions, which this one has mattes and some satins and shimmers in it. I think if I were to recommend one or the other, I would recommend the Bold Obsessions. I think you can definitely do way more with this one, obviously. But it also has like the blue and the black. But if you are into neutrals more than anything, you might like the matte one better. They're both fantastic. There's a reason I haven't decluttered these yet. I think they are one of the best eyeshadow palettes I've ever tried at the drugstore. $20 is definitely pushing it. I mean, out of the drugstore price range, in my opinion. They swatch beautifully. They blend beautifully. But again, I definitely prefer the Bold Obsessions one a little bit more because I can do a lot more with it. This is one that's pretty travel friendly for me because again, it kind of covers all of the bases I need covered. It's got the, you know, kind of more neutrally medium shades. It's got some deeper shades. It's got a few colors and then some really pretty shimmers for the lid if you like that, which I do. So for me, I'm like, there you go. That's all I need. So the rest of the products that I actually hauled here, I have gotten rid of. So let me go through the ones I got rid of and why I got rid of them. So I had gotten rid of the sleek blushes. I'd bought 2 of them. They were each $5.99. They were not expensive, but they were just so pigmented that I felt like as I used them more and more, I had to be so careful. And I don't like having to be careful. I'm aware of how that sounds, but it's the truth. And with all of the blushes I'm always trying, I was like, why should I waste my time on these? I don't think they're as good as other blushes in the same price range. Like I really like the Burt's Bees blushes. I think those are really pretty and blendable. So I ended up getting rid of those, passing those on. I also got rid of the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Matte Bronzing Powder in Light. That one I actually really, really liked, but I have so many bronzers. It was one of those things that I was like, you're going to have to just take it for the team, buddy, because I have too many bronzers and I wasn't using it, but it was a great option from the drugstore. However, I clicked through the link and I don't think it's sold anymore. And then I looked on Model's Own website and Model's Own's website was like down for maintenance. So I'm like, so I don't even know that it's necessarily available anymore. So I guess it all worked out. The other one I got rid of was the Catrice Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder. And this is funny because this was a bronzer that, again, same reasoning. I think you could see in the video, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything spectacular. But I remember that was the product that Tati had done a video on, like, things YouTubers made her buy, and that she brought me up, and I was like, oh my gosh, she knows who I am. I was like freaking out, couldn't breathe, you know, all that stuff. But anyway, she'd mentioned me in the video, and I'm like, holy crap. So I remember laughing watching it because she was showing a clip of me and I looked crazy in the video, naturally. And she was talking about how I recommended that product. And I'm like, I don't feel like I did recommend it because I even said, I'm like, I don't love it. Anyway, I need to rewatch my own video because I'm not 100% sure what I thought. But I didn't 100% love that. So I ended up getting rid of that product, honestly, maybe a month or two afterwards. I also no longer have the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. I loved that primer. It is a beautiful hydrating primer, but again, I had like 10 hydrating primers. I'm like, what am I gonna do? They're all gonna go bad before I use them all. So I ended up getting rid of that one, but it is a beautiful primer, very hydrating, but it's not so hydrating that you can't put makeup on top. It's the right amount. So I would totally recommend that one if you are looking for a hydrating primer. And then also the Catrice Light Correcting Serum Primer in Candlelight. I just felt like that didn't do much. I just felt I used it for a few more weeks, and every time I used it, I'm like, I feel like it's just a wasted step. I'm putting it on. It's not really, I mean, it's maybe slightly brightening my face, but not enough that I felt like it was worth even doing the step. You know what I mean? So I ended up passing that one on as well. So I hope that these haul updates are helpful for you guys. I enjoy doing them. I love the follow through in it because not only is it helpful for you guys and really hearing my final thoughts, but I feel like it is a good habit for me to make sure that I'm really, really still trying these products and giving them the true test and not just brushing them aside because there are so many new products coming out all of the time. So I think all around it's a good thing. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to catch more of my makeup and beauty videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.